Hi, Kathleen here, and yes, I'm back, at least just for today. The reason I thought I'd pop in today is I was looking through some Facebook memories, and the one that popped up for today, 1 year ago, was when I was in Kauai and hiking down the mountain, and that's when I had the traumatic fall and the mild concussion, followed by 2 weeks later another severe concussion, which ended up giving me chronic back pain and post-concussive syndrome. Laid up incapacitated for several months, um, kind of almost learning how to re-walk, re-talk, read. There were so many things I was unable to do for several months, and most importantly, get rid of this back pain, which has calmed down a bit. I still have it. It's mild, 3 to 5 level, nowhere near the 10 plus level pain that I experienced for quite some time. And they had to hospitalize me to get my pain meds, righted out so I could tolerate the pain. And it's no wonder when I look back today at that time, um, people who are experiencing any kind of chronic pain at that level, it's so understandable why we have so many opioid addicts out there, because it's something I don't, I don't know how people can live with that unless they are medicated. Um, I was medicated, but not with opioids, but there was a time before they found the right meds to reduce my pain level. Um, it was almost like, you know what, give me morphine, and if I don't wake up, it's okay, because that's where I was at. But fortunately, through connection to spirit and the other tools that I use personally, it enabled me to get through this difficult, most challenging time. And so, as of a couple months ago, I felt like I was kind of coming back to myself. Prior to that, it felt like a complete shell. And when I also look back at, I was looking in Facebook, and many of you know I did Wednesday Wisdom, pulling a Sacred Path card every Wednesday. Actually, for 10 years, I've done that and created videos about it. The video I created right before Hawaii for Wednesday Wisdom, I noticed I pulled this shaman's death card, which is a death and rebirth card. So it was pretty much telling me there was a transformation that was going to be taking place. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to Hawaii. That's, understandable. There'll probably be some kind of shift, not knowing it was going to be such a major, major transformation, a major shift. It's the death of the old, identity, attitude, something. And it's often a very painful experience when you pull the shaman's death. But then there's always the rebirth. It's like stepping into the new you. And so I feel like I'm almost back to myself, but a little different. It's kind of like, what do I want to do now? Where do I want to go? I feel like there's still change taking place. I'm not quite ready to step back into totally what I was doing with my business. Sacred Path card readings, I think I'll always do those. But there's some kind of change, and I'm just open to it. Let's see where it takes me. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a shift. So, so it's all good. Going through that experience, I am grateful. It slowed me down enough to remember what's really important. My health and my healing, along with my family and my friends, more than anything. And just as many of you have slowed down with the pandemic, the quarantine, etc., slows you down, and it has you reevaluate your life. What's important to you. Where do I want to be? How do I want to feel? There are a lot of emotions that are tied to our physical health, and pain especially. And so going into my back, I laid there for months and pretty much did a life review. What am I holding on to in terms of my emotions? Any sadness, anger, guilt, shame, fear. I pretty much looked at every experience, every relationship that I had, and tried to release any of these emotions that I was still holding on to, which I think really helped me in my recovery. So I just thought I'd pop in, say hi, let you know where I'm at, and I will keep you posted if I plan on doing anything in the near future. But thanks again for your thoughts and your prayers, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.